in 2 Kings 14. In the second year of Joash, the son of Jahaz, king of Israel, Amaziah, the son of Joshua, king of Judah, became king. Lots of J's there. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jehu of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the sight of the Lord, yet he did not like his father David. He did everything as his father Joahaz had done. Now remember who his father Joahaz was back a few chapters ago. He started out right. As long as the priest was there, he did good. Remember they took him to the temple and raised him. So this is his son. So he's doing like his dad started out, but he still wasn't like David. David was known as a man of God. David did wrong, but when somebody confronted him, what did he do? He changed his ways and went the right way, didn't he? His dad didn't, did he? His dad, once the priest that was leading him passed away, that was it. He went the wrong way. But in verse 4 it says, however, the high priests were not taken away, and the people still sacrificed and burnt incense on the high places. Now it happened, as soon as the kingdom was established in his hand, that he executed his servants who had murdered his father and the kings. But the children of the murderers he did not execute, according to what is written in the books of the laws of Moses, in which the Lord commanded, saying, fathers shall not be put to death for their children, nor shall children be put to death for the father, but a person shall be put to death for his own sins. So now he was like his father, because didn't his father do the same thing? He let him continue sacrificing up on the hills to the wrong gods. So he's stumbling just like his dad did. But he has to know the scriptures, because he executed the servants that killed his dad. But according to the laws, he didn't do anything to their children, did he? Because in the laws it said that the children aren't liable for what the fathers did. So he does know the scriptures. And he's using them here, but he doesn't use them all the time. You know? And then it says in verse 7, he killed 10,000 Edomites in the valley of Saul, and took Selah by war, and called his name Jechilah to this day. The Amazites sent messages to Joahaz, the son of Jahaz, the son of Judah, king of Israel, saying, come, let us face one another in battle. So he named that day, didn't he? The day of war. And he named it after God. He didn't name it after himself. You remember Saul, what did Saul do? When he won a battle, he named it after himself. But he has enough wisdom to know that God is the one who named the battle. It wasn't himself. So he realizes God's in control. But now he's sending a message to Jahaz in Judah, the kings of Israel. He's saying, let's face one another in battle. And Jahaz, king of Israel, sent to Amaziah, king of Judah, saying, the thistles that was in Lebanon sent to the Caesars that was in Lebanon, saying, give your daughters to my sons as wives. And wild beasts that were in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistles. You have indeed defeated Edom, and your heart has lifted you up. Glory in that. Stay home, for why should you peddle with trouble so that you fall? You and Judah with you. So now what is he doing? They're not supposed to be marrying anybody else, are they? some other areas. And he wants to get the daughters of Lebanon and marry get his son's wives. Well, he knows this is wrong, but he still wants to do it. And what's he doing? He wanted to go to battle, but he didn't go and check to see if they should go to battle, did he? He didn't inquire of the Lord whether they should go fight, did he? You know, he's not doing everything right. Verse 11, but Amaziah would not heed. Therefore, Jehoshaphat, king of Israel, went out. So he and Amaziah, king of Judah, faced one another at Beth-sheba, which belongs to Judah. And Judah was defeated by Israel, and every man fled to his tent. And Jehu, king of Israel, captured Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Josiah, the son of Hazah, at Bethsheba. And he went to Jerusalem and broke down the walls of Jerusalem, to the gates of Ephraim, to the corner gates, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver, all the articles that were found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasure of the king's house, and hostages, and returned to Samaria. Now the rest of the acts of Judah, which he did, his might, and how he fought with Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the books of Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Joahaz rested with his father and was buried in Samaria with the king of Israel. Then Jehu, his son, reigned in his place. So here he is, he passes away, now his son's going to take over. Amaziah, the son of Jehoahaz, king of Judah, lived 15 years after the death of Joahaz, the son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaz are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah? And they formed a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled Lasa, but they sent him to Losa and killed him there. Then they brought him on a horse, and he was buried in Jerusalem with his father in the city of David. And all the people of Judah took Azar, who was 16 years old, and made him king instead of his father Amos. He built Elah and restored it to Judah after the kings rested with his father. So it continues on. All these kids are having, they're still stumbling, aren't they? None of them are good. They keep falling back. In the 15th year of Absalom, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, Jeroboam, the son of Josiah, king of Israel, became king of Samaria and reigned 41 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from all the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made him Israel sin, and restored the territory of Israel from the entrance of Hav to the sea of Arab, according to the word of the Lord, God of Israel, which he spoke through his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai, the prophet who was God help. For the Lord saw that the affliction of Israel was very bitter, and whether bond or free, there was no helper for Israel. And the Lord did not say that he would blot out the name of Israel from under the heavens, but he saved them by the hand of Jeroboam, the son of Joash. And the rest of the acts of Joab, and all he did in his might, how he made war, and how he recaptured it from Israel, from Desmark and Hamath, which had belonged to Judah. Are they not written in the book of Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Jeroboam rested with his father, the king of Israel. Then Zechariah, his son, reigned in his place. So he was able to take over some more of the land back, but he was a bad king, wasn't he? Sometimes we don't understand why they let people that are bad go and continue to move on, don't they? How they prosper. We don't really know what God thinks. Sometimes it's to discipline us. Sometimes it's so we know And sometimes it's in his plan. So we can get out of this, but we got to make sure we're not going to be like Joseph. When he was young, he followed the Lord, but he didn't follow completely, did he? How many times do we want to be in church? There are certain things we want to listen to in the Bible, but then there's other things we don't want to follow. We got to be careful of that, don't we? We can fall fast because we can't pick and choose what we want to do. If it's in here, it says we're supposed to be following that commandment, we should be following it. We shouldn't be stumbling. Because what happens if we pick and choose? We take the hand of God off us, don't we?
Yeah.
So we need to be steady in the way we act. We can't be like some of these kings. They started out good, and then they followed their own heart, and they fell. We got to be careful with that with our church and our own life too.
And it's just like if you misinterpret a verse, be ye perfect as I am perfect. That means spiritual perfection, not physical perfection or doing things perfectly.
Yeah.
And people misinterpret that verse all the time and think it's physical and spiritual. Well, not spiritual perfection, but physical and doing things perfect. And that's not the case
Yep.
of that verse.
Well, let's go to prayer.